Hello, I'm Karen Estella Smith, and I am here to welcome you to the 2024 Coastal Estuarine Summit. This year, we're going to be in Crystal City, Virginia, which is just outside of the DC area, and we'll be there in just about a week. This is Summit 101, and this is an opportunity for people who it might be your first time attending the summit. So we just want to make sure that you feel comfortable and prepared in attending this event. Feel free to put questions in the chat and I will answer them at the end of the talk. The general overview, the first thing I want to recommend is that you strategize your schedule. You can get the Cvent app for your smartphone or Apple device. But what I do recommend is that you look at the schedule on a large screen first. This will give you an opportunity to strategize. There will be descriptions of the sessions as well as the speakers. And this is also a great way for you to figure out how you want to network and follow up with any sessions that may have been of interest to you or speakers or things of that nature. There are many tracks throughout the day, so just remember to pace yourself and give yourself time. And also remember that the information that is digital will be the most current. Attire. There will be an array of clothing options throughout the summit. My recommendation is that you dress smart casual. You'll see a variety, like I said, you'll see cargo pants and flip-flops and snake boots, but you will also see business suits. Remember that we're in the DC area and there will be a lot of federal employees attending this, but you also probably see a lot of khakis and polos. So just think smart. And my biggest recommendation regarding attire is just remember this could be the precursor of an interview and you want to make the best impression possible. So you want to look confident, but you also want to look comfortable. In terms of things to bring, I would recommend bringing a water bottle that you can refill. There will be opportunities and stations to refill throughout the summit. I always recommend bringing a wrap or a sweater because the conference rooms can often get cold, and so it's nice to be able to layer. The question about resumes is one that comes up. I think the most important thing regarding resumes is that your resume is current. You want to make sure that someone can look you up and the information that's out there is current, not necessarily putting a resume in their hand. With that, you can think about if you want to put something in their hand, you can take a business card. You should be able to get business cards printed at a pretty inexpensive rate. But there's also the QR code option. I believe with LinkedIn, you can attach a QR code to your LinkedIn profile and people can look you up there. There are also QR code options. One that I've heard of is hihello.me. And with that, you can link your resume or when people click onto the QR code, they can enter their information so that, and that information will be emailed to you and you can follow with them afterwards. And also just remember that you are your resume at this point. If you are attending this conference as a potential, you will be a newly graduated student sometime or an early career professional and you're looking to network, remember that you are your best resume at this time. This might not be your next employer, but it might be somebody who introduces you to that person. So just remember to ask questions, be able to highlight yourself and be ready to learn more. What are some other good things to know? Well, know that the hotel is in a really great location. There are a lot of really great options within a 10-minute walking distance. There are 2 grocery stores. So some people like to go and get snacks and things for their room before the conference. So there are 2 grocery stores in the area. There are also many restaurants and places to go. And it is also within walking distance of the metro. So you can be able to access DC easily as well. Also, the hotel is pretty close to the airport. You cannot walk to the airport because there's a a big road because there's access issues, but it should be a pretty inexpensive ride from the airport to the hotel. So at this time, I am going to check the chat and see if there are any questions. And it doesn't look like there are. So with that, I will just have some final reminders. The main thing is for you to enjoy. Remember, this is a time for you to network as well as learn and just make the most of it and have fun. The tone of these conferences is honestly very friendly and welcoming, and that includes everyone from the other attendees, but also the speakers and those that are in the sessions with you. Remember that everybody who is at the summit probably wants to be there, and they're happy to be there, and they're probably happy to help you. So if you have questions about what they're talking about, or even, where the bathroom is, they might know. Don't be afraid to ask. So an email with helpful information will be going out with links to some of the information that we discussed later on. And just keep in mind the weather in DC is absolutely beautiful this time of year. So it will be a great time to be in the place, and I think everyone will be happy and excited. There will be a Summit 101 on Sunday evening at 5 p.m. in the Jefferson Room. And this is just before the president's welcome reception. So remember that this will be an opportunity for you all to meet one-on-one, and instead of virtually, and you'll have somebody to go, you'll know somebody, to go to the president's reception with, and hopefully throughout the conference. So thank you so much for your attention. Again, I am Karen Estella Smith. You may feel free to email me at kesmith@estuaries.org. And I look forward to seeing you in about a week in Crystal City. Alrighty. Thank you.